Welcome to Music Meditation. This is your brain on bass. The 40 Hz pitch figures prominently throughout this podcast series and can be heard in the opening gong, the background double bass immersion, and the exit music. More information can be found at www.musicmeditation.ca. This episode is called Creative Flow. Meditation for me is the great connector. Creativity, improvisation, flow state, quality of life, happiness, EEG brainwaves, fMRI, blood flow, memory, music, autism. Meditation connects everything. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi originally developed the concept of flow in the early 1970s, collecting insight on happiness and creativity from thousands of interviewees. In his 1990 groundbreaking book called Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience, Csikszentmihalyi writes, "Flow is a state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience is so enjoyable that people will continue to do it even at great cost, for the sheer sake of doing it." He goes on to say, "The best moments in our lives are not the passive, receptive, relaxing times. The best moments usually occur if a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult and worthwhile. Optimal experience is thus something we make happen." Research in flow state continues in neurology, neurobiology, neuropsychology, and sociology. The brain is complex, and there is no single area of study that alone can explain or induce a state of flow. Flow remains a desirable destination where ongoing research indicates that it is attainable through practice and focus. Neurochemical brain studies have uncovered half a dozen brain-related substances that are linked to various stages in the flow process, including dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. And neuropsychological studies associated with happiness, creativity, and flow are plentiful. There are many factors involved in attaining the state of flow, and at the risk of being overly reductive, today we will only look at conditions that relate to meditation. I have previously discussed EEG and fMRI brain scan results performed on individuals while they were improvising. And keep in mind that these results are unique to improvising only and not shared with, for example, just listening to music or playing music by rote. This same level of creativity and openness found in improvisation has been associated with the desirable letting go condition found through meditation. It has also been associated with similar conditions required for optimizing creativity, as well as being in a state of flow. Neurologically speaking, this state of optimum creativity could be a combination of 1. Increased alpha wave activity in the prefrontal lobe, 2. Increased blood flow activity in the prefrontal lobe, and 3. Decreased blood flow activity in the dorsolateral prefrontal lobe. That is, maximizing creativity could be the result of an increase in the areas of the brain associated with creativity, combined with a decrease in the areas of the brain associated with cognitive control. The CBC radio podcast called Ideas presents an episode titled Flow. It features an excellent scientific overview of the flow condition, as well as many first-person experiences as described by athletes, artists, and philosophers. The letting go theme figures prominently, and the reduction of stress is key to many of the narratives. Csikszentmihalyi relates the practice of yoga to the state of flow. He writes, "The similarities between yoga and flow are extremely strong. In fact, it makes sense to think of yoga as a very thoroughly planned flow activity. Both try to achieve a joyous, self-forgetful involvement through concentration, which in turn is made possible by a discipline of the body. The practice of mindfulness has been described as great training for flow, creating a calmer and less reactive personal environment that helps mitigate overthinking. Meditation enhances creativity and innovation through stress management, setting the mind free to explore new ideas. Meditation, for me, is the great connector.